Mom life.
Layla got tired riding the bike, so Mom's doing this. You're doing great.
Thanks. I feel like I need little fun things to make it better. You know what I'm talking about?
Fun things.
Yeah, these little things that are like little pom-poms.
Like stringers or something?
Yeah, it made me feel better about this. It'd be more fun.
I'd say you're definitely getting your exercise.
Yeah, it's neat.
It's like a clown bike.
It's getting real.
We went on a long hike, or I guess not a hike, a long walk, and kids are over.
We're skipping naps. What's
What?
wrong, buddy?
You can do it in a little bit, okay? You can. Last night was an interesting night, to say the least. Here in Texas last night, a cold front was coming in and it got super windy, like 30, 40, maybe even 50-mile-an-hour gusts. That was not just for short intervals. This was hours. In fact, it is still windy this morning, probably blowing in the 20s, maybe 30-mile-an-hour gust. Really, really windy. So me and Lane last night felt like we was in a hurricane, tornado, just because if you have spent any time in a fifth wheel when it's been windy, or any type of RV, it's rocking. I mean, it's moving, and you're concerned about your safety. You're concerned, is it going to flip over? Is it going to tip? And what should we do? Should we leave? Should we get in the truck? You know, what do we do? Lane and I could not sleep just because the fifth wheel was shaking so badly. The awnings, I have toppers on all the slides, and they were just flapping horribly, making so much noise. We made the decision to pull the slides in. We brought the kids, because once the slide's in, you can't even see their door. We brought all the kids into bed with us last night at probably 3 o'clock in the morning, pulled all the slides in because I didn't want my toppers to be broke or damaged. And we all slept in bed, in our bed. And then I couldn't sleep, and so I came and slept on the couch. So this is what it looks like with our slide in. How'd you guys do last night?
Hey. Hi.
Did you guys enjoy it, sleeping in Mommy and Daddy's bed?
Yeah. I thought it was great.
Grady thought last night that we was having a earthquake because the fifth wheel was shaking so much, didn't you, buddy?
Yeah. Listen how it all began, though. Did you tell him that part?
No, I don't know.
2:30 a.m. Michael Loftus was sound asleep and came out.
Can I
you tell it. Okay.
Dad, he was asleep, and then all of a sudden, he jumped up. He was asleep. He had a nightmare, and he jumped up, and he like this, and he said, "Here we go!" And he thought the fifth wheel was tipping over, and then I think he woke up. And
I remember laying in bed, and I remember reaching up to grab the ceiling, because in my dream the ceiling was being peeled off, and so I had reached up to grab it to try and hold it down, and I said, "Here we go." That was the beginning of it all. We have had lots of people ask us, what do you guys do in storms? And the thing is, you have to make that decision. Lane and I had to make the decision on what we wanted to do, what we needed to do, what was best for our family. You know, last night I spent some time on Google. I was Googling how strong of a wind does it need to be to blow over or knock over an RV. But I'm not going to tell you what I think, you know, because I haven't done no tests, no studies on anything like that. I was just checking out what other people thought and what other people had experienced, what type of wind speed they'd experienced. So you just have to make the decision for yourself, okay? If somebody else decides to do it one way and you decide to do another, that's absolutely fine. Just put yourself and your family and your safety as a top priority in that situation. Don't be bullheaded. like sometimes I was trying to be last night. I was like, it's just a little wind. But then it got pretty serious and it was blowing pretty strong. So now, got to get the slides put out. Got to get the generator turned back on for the slides to come out, because the battery we have does not have enough juice for that alone. So, and then get this day started. All right, slides going out.
We're moving. Look at the window. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Look at that pretty sky.
Well, since it's so windy outside, I figured, well, I'm just going to have to do this in here. Whenever we left Dallas and knew we wanted to go to Waco, I was trying to find a perfect place for us to boondock, because in this season, that's what we want to do the most of, is boondocking. I found, I think it was on Campendium, this Lake Whitney. It was near Whitney, Texas, which is kind of just between Dallas and Waco. It was probably 45 minutes to an hour from Waco and to Dallas. So I figured, you know what, if we wanted to go to either one of those towns still, this would be a perfect location for us. So we went down there and tried it out. I always read the reviews on Campendium or Allstays to see what other people have thought about it. And at Steele Creek Park campground, there was nothing but good reviews. And what I love about it is that it's on the water, plus it's free, plus it has water spigots. So even though there's no power to hook up to, you can, if you have a long enough hose, there are water spigots throughout the park where you can reach and hook up to your RV and you have water. The maximum amount that you can stay here at Steele Creek is 14 days. Like us, we had to go find a campground nearby to use the dump station, but then came right back because we wanted to stay our full allotted time because it was free and we had water, and that is a rare thing to find, is a free campground with water. So we stayed as long as we could. I will show some clips, I think, throughout this video where you guys can see kind of what the park looks like. There's a few sites that we loved. I will also explain that. I believe site number 10 was where we finished up once we went to the dump station and came back. We went to site number 10, which is kind of like on a little peninsula, but it's a perfect location. So if you're ever in the area between Dallas and Waco and you want free camping, I highly suggest go to Lake Whitney and go to Steele Creek Campground. But number 10 is a great spot. One of the prettiest sites, I think. I mean, water spigot is right there. Now, the downside to this is there are no trees and you are exposed to the wind. We've experienced a lot of 20, 30 mile an hour winds here. And so I would prefer to have some trees to create that buffer so the wind's not hitting us as strong. But if you don't mind that, number 10 is a great one. And the site is really long. We would be able to easily fit our 38-foot fifth wheel here and park the truck and still have room and be off the road. I would say you could easily park anything over 40 feet at this site.
Come on out.
What is
Everybody just stand right here. Stand in a line. Stand right here. We have a treasure map with clues. It's in the basket close to you.
I got it.
And roll it if you dare. See if we care.
Whoa, okay. I think you... Okay, let's start from here, because I see an X right there. X marks the spot.
X marks
So
the
where
spot.
are we?
We are right there.
Okay, what's it say to do?
It says to go to that house right there.
Okay, let's go outside.
Okay, mine now.
Whoop. So we've been trapped in the fifth wheel all day. It is a beautiful day.
2 days in a row.
2 days in a row, but it is a beautiful day today. And we wanted to do a scavenger, actually not a scavenger hunt.
Treasure hunt.
map, treasure hunt for the kids.
It's
So we
smart.
made a treasure map.
Yes.
We have some treasure hidden
We're getting rid of the rest of the Christmas
at the
candy.
campground.
It says to go right there.
It doesn't say to go right there.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh,
So
well, that's the fun of treasure.
He's not reading the treasure map right.
He's probably like me, getting too excited about things.
Wait! Wait, no, that's wrong because the back of the trailer is pointing that way. We should go this way.
You're getting warmer.
So fun.
Let's look at some clues. Let's look at the map as a whole.
Yeah, like, okay, we've been there.
Okay, so, and where's the bathroom?
The bathroom's right there.
Okay, so what I would do is I would turn your map like this because our fifth wheel is there, the bathroom is there, and so you guys went around there, and then you're supposed to, what, is this one of those little pavilions? There's a pavilion here and a pavilion there. What are you supposed to do around that pavilion? Isn't this
Just
one behind
circle
you?
it.
Okay. Okay, what's it say to do after you just go around that?
It says go into that field and make 2 loops and 1 loop around the tree. Just follow my footsteps.
Stay right there.
That's not it.
Stay right there. Okay, do it.
Can it kill me?
Yeah.
You're almost there, Chasen. Go, 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 go.
Oh, don't miss it.
Mommy will help you. Oh.
Come on. Okay, wait for Jason. Now what? Now what does it say?
The X mark.
So what's this?
That's the road.
That's the road?
That's a fence.
Okay, so what?
So
Where's
it says that's the edge. And right by it is the treasure.
Run, Jason, there's the treasure.
An X mark. Let me see. It's an X marks the spot.
There's actual X there?
Yeah, look. Can I undig it since I have the map?
I think yous all should. What is it?
Whoa, what is...
Yeah, Layla gets one.
Here you go, Layla. Whoa, and I got Skittles.
was
Wait!
that?
It says there's another map on the back.
Oh no, that's just the marker that bled through.
Oh.
I totally think I just did something bad to my back. I'm not kidding.
What happened? Let me carry him.
Yeah, I can't do anything in this exact moment right now. I'm good. I guess I just had to go down and then twist. Oh my goodness, what is happening?
Mom, I got mine
open. Let's go get some groceries, guys. We're out of milk. We're out of everything.
Yeah.
Eggs.
Might even get some pizza.
In my pocket.